Let's talk about noise-canceling microphones. A lot of microphone companies have been trying to create noise-canceling microphones for a while now. They became really popular with microphones like the Hollyland Lark M1 and now the Mark II. Can you hear that noise canceling? Is it working? Now the thing is, we've mostly seen this in wireless lavalier microphones. But wouldn't it be incredible to have something like a wireless Neumann U87? So some mic companies have tried creating noise-canceling studio condenser microphones, like A-Labs with their A-Labs Iron Mini WL. This actually sounded pretty good and it had some noise canceling, but the noise canceling was always on and kind of faint. It's a shame that this was never mass-produced. But what is mass-produced is the Mayono DGM20, which is the active noise-canceling mic that I have been recommending. Now, the noise canceling is actually the best that I've tested so far, but the sound is pretty good. I wouldn't say excellent, and I do think the noise canceling can still be improved. Thankfully, Comica did send us the Comica EJoy Uni Pro. It's a condenser mic. It is wireless. It connects to your phone and tablet, but most importantly, it's got one key denoise, or noise canceling. I'm very excited about this because Comica has been around since 2012, except they've been known for camera-centric microphones. But the question is the Comica EJoy Uni Pro another lackluster noise-canceling mic? Or could it be a game changer? There's only one way to find out. Let the unboxing begin. And by the way, Comica did send us this microphone, but everything I say in this video are my thoughts only. All right, let's unbox this mic. Ooh, this is a little familiar and yet different. Smells different. The user manual is in a resealable plastic container. Love this. And it comes with a warranty card. We love stickers and mysterious QR codes. So it says here you get a 1-year warranty under normal use, but you can extend that by registering on the official website. And the actual mic. That is packaged yet again inside. That is light. Look at that microphone. So the microphone with a shock mount weighs 223 grams. For context, that's about the weight, or less than the weight, of an iPhone 12 Pro Max, 241 grams. But this base plate is hefty. This weighs 190 grams on its own. So together, they weigh 412 grams. See what else is in the box? Ooh, these are fancy cables. Oh, it's just one cable. It's the Type-C to Type-C with Type-A cable. This is like an adapter right here. Loving that silver finish. And this cable is long. It's just a little bit more than the width of my table, farther than my arm span. You know something that I did not catch? This little thing right here connects the microphone to your phone, tablet, PC wirelessly. I have never seen this. We're just starting, and that is already better implementation than the A-Labs Iron Mini WL and its Type-A receiver, which is a separate thing that you take with you. So I'm appreciating this shock mount dock. Hopefully it works. Okay, so we are now using the Comica EJoy Uni Pro in wireless mode. Yes, that is wireless. Can you see this? The only wire that I have on is my headset connected to the microphone. And that is reasonably loud. Just a quick overview of the features. Here you have a mute button on top. It is a touch to mute button. It is not a press to mute button. You have 3 different styles of RGB. And this is the whenever you're talking, the RGB changes version. If you talk long, it stays red. 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 Yeah. Let me change that by clicking this button. And now it glows in and out as it changes colors. And this one has multiple gradients of colors being shown. I'm not sure which version I like. I think I'll go with the fade in and out one for this video. This, of course, is the mic gain knob, so that controls our speaking volume. You can hear this right here. All right. That is a lot of travel. So you have very granular control of your gain. So right now you can probably hear my studio fan. This is the noise cancellation button. Not the test yet, but that sounds pretty good so far. You do have the USB-C switch right at the back of the mic here for whenever you're going to use wired mode. Let's do some testing. Okay, so I'm now using the Comica EJoy Uni Pro in wired mode, and the reason is, of course, it's a wireless mic. It's gonna need a battery. And I don't want the mic to die on me while doing this review, so might as well use it plugged in. But we will compare the wired quality to the wireless quality later. Okay, let's do a quick plosive test with the pop filter on and later off. Pesky P's perpetuate problematic plosives. 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 Now to the side. Pesky P's perpetuate problematic plosives. Pesky P's perpetuate problematic plosives. Pesky P's perpetuate problematic plosives. Okay, so I had trouble taking the pop filter off. It seems to be a surgical procedure, and if I make a mistake, I could snap the pop filter. But according to the manual, the pop filter was supposed to be manually put on, but in this case, it was already installed. Sibilance test. Sizzling sibilance sends sharp sounds. Distance test. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Let me make my voice a bit louder as I step back. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Let me compensate the gain as I step back. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Let's do a polar pattern test. That was interesting. Let's try the back. Is this like a bassier version? Hello? This is interesting. Hello. This mic, by the way, has a cardioid polar pattern, so it's kind of like most condenser microphones. Time to do the noise rejection tests. Table tap test. Denoise off. Table tap test. Denoise on. Keyboard test. Denoise off. Keyboard test. Denoise on. Studio fan test. Denoise off. Studio fan test. Denoise on. And here's a new one, the shaver test. Denoise off. Shaver test. Denoise on. Time for the AC noise test. Crank the AC up to jet mode. Okay, so this is how loud the AC is with the microphone facing it, almost directly, with it behind me. This is how it sounds without noise canceling. And now with denoise on. And this is what I'd like to call an ultra noise floor test. studio fan off and AC off, so we have no fans. And here's how quiet the noise floor can get. Alright, now let's do the mic arm resonance test. Swivel, swivel. Let's do it again with noise canceling on. Okay, let's do the guitar test without denoise. Now with denoise. Denoise off. This is how it sounds with vocals. How it sounds with vocals. Denoise on. This is how it sounds with vocals. How it sounds with vocals. This is how the microphone sounds with a low voice. This is how the microphone sounds with a medium voice. This is how the microphone sounds with a high voice. And just a bit of a vocal distortion test, you might want to lower your volume for this. This is a distortion test. 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 Sorry about that. Now for the headphone amp test, I don't really have a headphone volume knob here, but what I can say is that it drives low impedance headphones very well. Okay, we have switched to my high impedance headphones, and this is supposed to make the headphone volume weaker. I cannot say that I recommend this because you don't get a sense for when your audio is going to clip. Like right now, it's already clipping almost and distorting, but with the headphones, the volume is still pretty weak. I could crank the gain up to maximum to hear myself better, but that would destroy the audio. Okay, let's compare the wired audio to the wireless audio on the MacBook Air M2. Wired audio, denoise off. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Wired audio, denoise on. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Wireless audio, denoise off. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Wireless audio, denoise on. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. We have switched over to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to test the wireless USB-C connectivity of the Comica EJoy Uni Pro. I cannot forget the name because it's right in front of the mic. And can you see how incredibly portable and usable this setup is? I can put this right here, right on that table, and I have this mic on a little monopod right here, and I can stretch this out, put it on top of a chair or a table, and there you got a portable mic stand. But yeah, I wouldn't wobble this with monitoring. Yeah, I can hear my monitored audio very clearly and then activate denoise because that is fun. And we got the nice RGB lights, and man, I feel like Elvis. I can dance and I can sing with this setup, and I'm turning around and I think it's still picking up my audio nice and fine. This is nice. I can lie down. I can record audio like this. Who would have thought that this is possible? Just sharing my 3 a.m. thoughts while I'm over here, and it works. This works. It is not cutting the audio in and out. Beautiful. And we have plugged the EJoy Uni Pro in. This is the non-denoise mode, so this is normal. And this is how that would sound. I'm moving around my studio. I'm going to leave my phone here on the table and see if that changes anything. Ooh, that's not a very good view. Let's fix that. And I'm going to move around. Let's see if it changes anything. I'm going to the farthest corner of the studio and see if that changes anything with my back turned. And now I'm going to hit the denoise button and see what that does. Can you hear this? Can you hear this? And by the way, here's some amazing news. I am not using Filmic Pro or any third-party software. This is just the iPhone's default camera app, and it's plug and play. That's great news. We have now connected the Comica EJoy Uni Pro to the Samsung Galaxy A15, and this is their second to the cheapest mic, roughly. Comes at about $160 here in the Philippines. And yeah, I think I'm hearing a bit of preamp noise. At least with a recording, if you play it back, you hear a bit of preamp noise. So presumably, the quality of your phone preamps do affect the overall sound of your mic connected to it. And now this is with noise cancellation turned on. This is how that sounds. This is how that sounds. And I can actually, of course, leave the phone here on the table and table. Did I say table? What is a table? Table, and I'm going to move back and see how that sounds. I can hear a very strong signal still. How does this sound? I have turned around, and this is how it sounds here in the corner of the room. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. And if this works, and if this sounds great, that would make me very excited, because a much younger version of me would really appreciate this mic. This would have been super handy like 10 years ago, but I would still kind of use this for YouTube shorts or something. Okay, let's talk about the pros and cons, and for this section, I will be connecting the EJoy Uni Pro to my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Pro 1, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro has good sound, similar to the Fine A6V, maybe the Fine A8. It's that familiar USB condenser sound with clear and articulate highs, but I can't say it has any shimmer or sparkle to it. I'd say it's good enough for a lot of content creation use cases, but this is not the first mic that comes to mind for podcasts and professional voiceovers. So I'd say it's good for beginners. Pro 2, the connectivity is fairly reliable. I have not found that this microphone has disconnected from my phone or any device that it's been connected to in wireless mode, at least during a recording. More on that in the con section. Pro 3, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro has minimal handling noise. I mean, look at this. I can touch the base plate, and it's gonna be fine. I can touch this area over here, move it from hand to hand, and I think it is perfectly fine. Pro 4, the pop rejection is good with the pop filter on. And by that I do mean that if you go around the pop, yeah, you will pop it if you go around the pop filter. But if you go in front, pesky P's perpetuate, problematic plosives, this is a very good pop filter. Pro 5, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro has good noise cancelling. So I've just turned noise cancelling on, and this is how it sounds. Again, to my ear, it keeps a lot of your core vocal frequencies intact. It isn't perfect, but I can tell it's also lowering my noise floor. And for content creation, that noise canceling is convenient, because it means you just record on your phone and then upload. You don't have to remove the noise in post. Pro 6, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro has a bit depth of 24-bit. This means that if you do want to do post-processing, that 24-bit allows you to play around with the audio in post a bit more without damaging it. So overall, better post-processing audio. Now for the cons. Con 1, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro could have better audio quality. While I do think it generally sounds good, I think there is room for improvement. To my ear, it is a bit sibilant, which means I can't exactly recommend this mic for long-form narration, unless you EQ it. I also do wish it had a bit more body and a bit more warmth. Con 3, the connectivity could still be better. I've already had 3 instances wherein I've had to repair the microphone with a receiver. Thankfully, this has not happened mid-recording, and it doesn't happen if you leave the microphone on as is, but it tends to happen when you turn the microphone off or you transfer the receiver to a different device. Con 3, I find that the mount adapters tend to be too basic in this day and age. If you look here, this is only a 5/8" thread, whereas budget microphones nowadays tend to include a 3/8" thread inside as well. Maono's also been doing this for some time already, so I'd love to see Comica update that and step up their game. Con 4, I find that the EJoy Uni Pro's noise cancelling is mid-tier. It's the kind of noise cancelling that is helpful. It keeps a lot of your core vocal frequencies while removing some background noise, but as I turn this on, I can still hear a bit of background noise, and I wouldn't be confident that this would eliminate barking, roosters, kids, and things like that. I think they tried their best to make sure that your voice doesn't sound robotic, but it also means the noise canceling isn't as helpful. Con 5, the Comica EJoy Uni Pro has a low max SPL of 105 dB. If I am not mistaken, that max SPL is probably one of, if not the lowest max SPL that I reviewed for any microphone on this channel. And I don't think that would be a far-fetched claim because in the distortion test, it was so easy to get distortion. Does that mean the mic becomes unusable? Not necessarily. You just have to make sure that you are using the microphone at a distance. And there is another reason that I am recording at a distance, and that is Con 6. The Comica EJoy Uni Pro has inconsistent gain noise. Okay, so now we're on Reaper, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. Here we have a waveform that shows the preamp noise across different levels of gain on the gain knob. 9 o'clock is when the gain is turned all the way left, like so. And 3 o'clock is when the gain is facing the opposite direction. Let's go. This first waveform is for wireless mode. Comica EJoy Uni Pro, 9 o'clock. Comica EJoy Uni Pro, 10:30. Comica EJoy Uni Pro 12, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 130, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 3, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 430. So in wireless mode, the harmonic distortion kind of disappears at around 130. And here's how the preamp noise sounds in wired mode. Comica EJoy Uni Pro 9, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 1030, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 12, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 130, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 3, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 430, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 430, Comica EJoy Uni Pro 515. So in wired mode, I'd say the harmonic distortion disappears at around 1030. Con number 7 is price. The Comica EJoy Uni Pro is pretty pricey. Now, I'm only aware of its price in the Philippines right now, which is about $75. That is a price point where I begin to expect a bit more audio quality, because nowadays you get microphones like the Fine AM8 for around $50. Again, I don't think the EJoy Uni Pro is bad, it's just that you have options like the Fine A8, the condenser counterpart to this, so I'm getting the sense that you're paying $40 to $50 for the audio quality, and the rest of that goes into the features. Con 8, you have one knob for the microphone gain and the headphone gain. I found it odd because when I was listening to the videos I recorded via playback, I needed to boost the microphone gain knob to hear a louder playback. I guess that makes the experience a bit simpler, but it does mean less control. So do I recommend the Comica EJoy Uni Pro? Yes, I can, to some extent, for a particular type of person. If you want to have that creative versatility of just having a condenser mic plug into your phone and not worry about mic placement and just, plug it in, record a vertical video, not do any post-processing afterwards, apply noise canceling as you record and not in post, and you're okay with decent audio quality, then you might consider this mic. But if you're a singer, voice actor, or a streamer, I am having a hard time recommending this mic because of the low max SPL. That distortion is deadly. This mic in wireless mode also isn't for those who are willing to do workarounds. Like now, I do need to keep the mic far away so I can crank the gain all the way up so we hear less of the inconsistent preamp noise that I mentioned. If you're the type of person who's looking for the best possible audio quality for the money, then this is not the mic for you. Comica, I really would love it if you could raise that max SPL and the inconsistent gain concern. If those two main issues are addressed, then I do think this mic would be worth it even at its current price point. Because it's the only mic that I know so far that has this exact feature set. I'm looking forward to the next iteration. By the way, although this video is not sponsored, it is made possible by the members of this channel. I also want to thank these generous people over here. Thank you. If you want to see more videos like this one, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Every time someone hits the subscribe button, it really makes my day. If we hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, that would be amazing. So go ahead, click that subscribe button down below.